It has been a tumultuous 2 weeks, but it is finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 62.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Jackson. Fighting Knox there, complete.
Jackson's pass.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, the spin. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And shedding him off now open field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a run with Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
2-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make the play. Who knows?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So here we are, Charles, Super Bowl Sunday. Already plenty of storylines coming into this one. And now you talk about our quarterback here. There have been rumors all season that this might be it for him. And now we get word that reports are swirling that he confirmed to his team in the locker room in the run-up to kickoff that this is, in fact, going to be his final game.
And if so, let's call it the worst-kept secret in the NFL. It is hard to keep a lid on anything, especially now in what we call the information age. Someone's going to let us know what came out of that locker room. And if that's indeed true, isn't it a little bit reminiscent of Peyton Manning in his final year of the Broncos when they ended up winning Super Bowl 50 over the Carolina Panthers? And that's the way he went out. That's the way this guy wants to go out, too. On top. And he's got a chance to do it here tonight.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. And, Charles, you look back on the career of this quarterback, certainly he's had quite a few fantastic moments, but you just feel like if he can come off the bench for one start and win the Super Bowl in his final game, I can't think of another parallel in the sports world that would rival that.
Nor can I.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with the rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and
it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab, and the Rams add on to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's Jackson working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Live for this.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From left side to start the drive is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Again, Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Open man is Duvernay. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
And Jackson throwing once more. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
14.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the pickup.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Ravens 3.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Yet he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, it's Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on
we got plenty of fight.
Akers. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Oh, no.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run here with Akers. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there, and second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Big hookup there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Akers. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good. One L.A. Rams.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10, 34 seconds to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To throw again on second down. Jackson
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
Well, he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
One last shot for Jackson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for number
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
There's my special guy. Ugh. Bring it in. Bring it in. Now, honest opinion? What do you think of the jacket?
Bam. It's,
Huh?
great. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Showtime, kiddo.
What's up, jabroni? So you here to steal my starting spot again? I think you're wasting your time. You know, I hung up my cleats a few years back.
Wasn't sure you were gonna make it.
What? And miss all of this? Not a chance. Hey.
You don't think it's overkill?
Overkill. That's overkill. This is legacy.
And so is this.
You gentlemen ready? I've been fortunate enough to have the distinct honor of accompanying these two men on their journey towards football immortality. From their early days here as the Heartbreak Kids, to their tumultuous time splitting reps in college, and finally, their illustrious careers in the NFL. I was able to document each moment of their unbelievable tale of friendship, rivalry, and ultimately, brotherhood. And you too can read all about it in my bestseller, All Heart, the Tommy Matthews Story, $12.99, online everywhere. All kidding aside, these two men exemplify what it means to be a true legend. Sacrifice, dedication, a willingness to go to battle with the man beside you, but most of all, heart. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure to honor these two titans of the game by dedicating them this: the Heartbreak Kids Field. Give it up for the Heartbreak Kids.
Got you, kiddo.